Welcome back, class. I'm Matt, your guide here on Y Caliber. We are playing Pillars of Eternity, and we are also now a team of 3. Hired an adventurer with a bunch of my gold, and her name is Ruko, and I got to make her a Dwarven Paladin, because Dwarven Paladins are kind of a thing I enjoy. First time I played through Neverwinter Nights, it was as a Dwarf Paladin. So it's a bit of a callback to that, for me personally at least. Beyond that, we got a guy called Aloth, who's, I don't know much about him. Let's find out what he is by leveling up. What are you? You're a wizard. Okay. Well, let's, give him some more points in his lore, I suppose. Can always use more of that. Some points in stealth would be good for you. There you go. And, oh boy, I have to choose some spells here. I'm not even sure what spells he has. So, a Bewildering Spectacle. Confuses enemies. And it's a foe AoE. Binding Web. It's just a regular AoE, so it can catch anybody. Bulwark against the elements. Burn, freeze, corrode, and shock. We'll be running into a lot of that. Oh my. That's pretty horrifying. Concealot's Corrosive Siphon. Okay, so that's useful. And a Curse of Blackened Sight. A Fetid Caress. Paralyze the target. That's pretty nice. What's the save for that? Doesn't say. Infuse with a Vital Essence. So use it on yourself? Could be handy. Ah. Miasma of Dull-Mindedness makes people dumb. Mirrored Image. That's always handy if we get into that kind of situation. What do you have here? Don't know. Narcotic Lance. I know it says necrotic, but... yeah, I think Necrotic Lance sounds nice. And Ray of Fire. Versus Reflex. What's this one versus? Fortitude. And what's this one do? And that can hurt anybody because it doesn't say foe. This also says anyone. Okay, so... Bewildering Spectacle sounds like it could be quite useful as well. So we'll get those. Okay, that's it. No, there we go. And we're done. Now then, our next task is to level up our main character, Dralia. How you doing, Dralia? You're gonna be level 3 now. So let's boost up your lore a bit. And your lore a bit more. There we go. You don't have any points in survival. There you go. Enjoy your survival points. Amplified Thrust. Knock them back and do some pierce damage. One foe jump effect. Nice. Mental binding. That's kind of neat. It's like a targeted paralyze AoE. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. Phantom foes. Force of flanking. That's pretty nice too. Ooh, handy. That is good. Okay. Good stuff. Now then, Dralia, you have the option of this war bow, which you could use because it's faster. It's an average 15 to 23 compared to a slow 21 to 30. I think actually a 15 to 23 is better, plus you have a longer range. No, same range, but we'll leave that for now. As far as I can tell, headwear doesn't actually do anything. It all seems to be purely aesthetic. So I'm going to stick with not wearing it for now. Okay. And Gon's Pledge. Good stuff. Now, I wanted to go and check...
Sure.
Well, my character wants to go and check that that dwarven lady is really and truly dead. So we're going to go and make sure of that before we continue on our adventure. That's back at the tree, which, as you may be able to tell, is not the direction in which we're going. Well, it kind of is. Alright, so I've been everywhere then. Alright, let's head back to the tree. Past the old temple. Past all these villagers. Who's this? Child. And we've got Urgeet, Sellsword, and Archer. Excuse us. Well, I mean, here you are. Oh, gross. Oh, I can talk to her soul, can I? So this is how it happens.
Have you come here for me, dear? Or have you gotten lost? Ah, it is both, I think. Yes?
Say what?
No, I think not. A pity that. It would be simpler. A mercy, even. To not have to wander anymore, no?
That would be pretty nice.
Alas, we are here, you and I. Wherever here may be. Is that what we're doing? Perhaps it just seems that way. Perhaps it is the easiest way for your mind to make sense of it.
Oh, okay.
I think it is a very good choice.
Well, thank you. I appreciate your approval.
The world looks a little different than it used to, is that it? Feels like you're noticing things for the first time that have always been there?
Yeah.
You have seen past the shroud. It only takes an instant. Your soul remembers, yes?
I guess so.
Remembers how it sees when it leaves the body, like being reminded of a dream you had forgotten. You are a watcher now, and a watcher you will stay.
What?
What indeed? Long hours have many animancers spent studying such things. Not I, though. Not I.
Oh well.
I'll tell you what I know, though, since fair is fair. And here we are, visiting, you and I, and it reminds me of better times.
Like when you weren't hanging from a tree and dead?
Souls pass on. Some say through Audra stones, which are the blood veins of the world. They leave the world for a time and are reborn into it, sometimes more than they were before, but usually less and seldom the same. For all souls there is a time where they do not live, yet have not passed on.
So
And
ghosts.
those souls roam the world, same as you or I, either leaving or lost. But no one sees them because they have forgotten how.
So that's all the ghosts I've been seeing. Makes sense.
A watcher sees, though, knows what to look for. And sometimes they know a person just by looking at them, know where they've been in ages past when their bodies were other bodies. See memories even their owner can't recall. A wonder to behold when all goes well. A wonder!
That explains a lot.
Oh, nothing to be afraid of, I'm sure. It's just much to take in for some. Sometimes there's trouble sleeping or other difficulties.
I've had some of that.
You should see old Mayorwald. He could tell you much more than I. A watcher just like you. Helped many in his day. Took up in an old keep no one would claim. Not far, not far. Kadnua, beyond the Black Meadow. He will welcome the company.
Okay, but what about this?
Did you now, dear?
I did survive a Buick.
That would be something, wouldn't it? Could be luck, could certainly be. A storm can be a careless thing.
A careless whisper.
Or maybe it got its hands around your soul but couldn't pick it up. A soul can be heavy if it stayed in one piece through its time. Strong souls, we call them in the trade. Cold, I mean. Called them. Those days are all behind me, no?
I wonder if this soul breaking apart thing has something to do with the Hollowborn.
Oh, yes. Entropy. Rimagan's work. We know little of why or how. We lose pieces of ourselves when we die and pick up pieces of others when we are born again, but less than what we lost. We tried to stop it with the animantic sciences, but with little success. No.
So that is why there are people who are not having souls when they're born. There aren't enough souls left.
A very small few resist Rimergan's influence and stay together through some force of defiance, at least for a time. But they all succumb eventually, I think. Me? I'll bore you to tears, though.
I'll be the judge of that.
And here I thought you'd come to visit me in particular. Caldara de Baranzi, of the Valian Royal Academy of Animantic Sciences. Not the greatest of their number, but I came here all the same because this was where help was needed.
And you got killed.
Oh, come now. Such a question. As though the answer were plain as a rope tied for strangling.
It's quite the
Allow
image.
an old dwarf her last bit of cheer.
Okay, fine.
Well, I came where I was needed, didn't I? Offered my services to Lord Radric for a pittance. A humble pittance. I was to examine the Lord's wife, see why the gods have seen fit to poison her womb. Studied her for months, looked high and low for impurities, tested her valence, the permeability of her essence. Do you know what I found?
Nothing?
Nothing at all.
That's what I
A
thought.
healthy woman, head to toe, blessed with a beautiful soul. Such a sweet woman, too. Meek, but warm-hearted.
Meek
A
but
few months'
warm-hearted.
time, and the lord of the house demanded answers. For a time, I told him what he wanted to hear. Oh, yes, my lord. She is riddled with imbalances. I must have time to cure her. As the birth drew near, he grew impatient, as lords do. And this is where I've ended up.
I'm sorry to hear that. But what is a soulmancer?
A student of the soul. Something so basic, yet so poorly understood. But so many breakthroughs have been made in my lifetime. Had been made. Had been. To hear the locals tell it, we're a gang of soul manglers that preys upon the weak-minded. And the worst of us are.
Of course, isn't that the way it always goes? People
But
judge all.
the best of us? The best? Inspirations, miracle workers. My parents were soul twins. Miserable before they met, empty inside.
Oh,
It was an
soul
animancer
twins.
who helped one find the other. Turned their lives around. You wouldn't believe the stories. Amnesiacs helped to remember their lives. The suicidal brought back from the brink of oblivion. The elderly afforded extra moments to say their goodbyes. How soon we forget when we're afraid.
And how? People are never willing.
It's a fascinating science. A fascinating time to be alive in a place like Deerwood that does not control the research, no? I love the Valian republics for many things, but their recent caution will leave them behind, I fear.
Tell me a little bit more about yourself, then.
Of course, dear.
Or not.
Goodbye, my dear. It was lovely visiting.
It was pretty nice, wasn't it? Is it? Sure did. And so you have a soul condition, I'm betting. Something you need my help with. How are you doing, Adair?
17 and a half.
Well, that was loud.
17 and a half. Well, could be 18, depending on how you count the dwarf woman. The dwarf woman. You were trying to figure out whether to count her as a full person. I think you oughta.
Are you talking about the dead people in the tree?
The people hanging from the tree. 18 of them. Well, last I counted, anyway. Name's Adair. Though to the people around here, might as well be 19. Don't think I'd put you much higher than 22, 23 tops. You look like the sort that likes to get involved. The people hanging from the tree. 18
Yeah,
of them.
okay, we got that.
I was smoking over here, saw you staring at her. Twice I refilled my pipe. You never so much as blinked. Your mouth was so slack I took you for a Radric at first.
Oh dear.
Careful, friend. Let's not use that word round here. Could be any number of Radric bootlickers within earshot. Ciphers, animancers, watchers. Same thing in the eyes of folks around here, Radric especially. They come to these parts all the time with their cures, preying on the desperate. None of them are who they claim to be.
These are some bad times they're living through.
Of course, seeing you with that funny look, I'd be halfway inclined to believe you were having some kind of communion with that dwarf. Either case, maybe I'm not 19 after all. No offense. The town's had it in for me for a long time now. Only fellow who ever stuck up for me, well, he's number 18 up there. My headman on the farm.
Ah! Come back, game. Sorry. Really?
We blew him up.
I have more questions. Right. Kolsk? Really?
Picked the wrong god. That's what it comes down to. Used to be a lot of Aethys worshippers in Gilded Vale. That mess of rocks over there, that was a temple to him, to give you some idea.
I gathered.
Then one day, somebody named Widewind shows up on Deerwood's doorstep. Says he's the living flesh of Aethys. Got an army with him. Suddenly, Aethys isn't so popular in these parts. My brother Woden and me, neither of us believed it. No way was that Aethys. He enlisted, then I did too. But, he didn't make it back.
Sorry to hear that, buddy.
After the war, people took to punishing Aethys worshippers, accusing them of treason. Got real ugly, especially after the legacy started. Folks needed someone to blame. I was safe because I fought, but then this rumor starts that my brother, that he was on the wrong side.
Ah, crap.
And I wasn't so safe anymore. Until my headman stepped in and said they'd have to hang him to get to me.
And they did?
Seems that's no longer a concern.
Seems
Of course, the townies don't do the hanging these days, but when Raedric's men come, they got no problem doing the pointing.
Delightful. I can see why you're eager to leave. Fair enough. Oh, well, join my party.
Seem to remember hearing something about that years ago. He tamed that place. People would seek him out for all kinds of things. Troubles of the soul, questions for the departed. Of course, that was back when you didn't have to say Watcher with a hush on your breath.
I'm taking it things won't be so nice
Man
now.
such as that, there'd be things I'd want to ask him. Don't know why I never thought of it before.
That's what I'm here for, 'cause I'm the protagonist.
Not sure how I feel about setting out with a stranger, and a strange one at that. But, truth be told, you might be the only one in town who wouldn't feel some relief seeing me swing from that tree.
I'm sure there's at least one of her.
All right, then. Guess I'll do some sightseeing. Long as you're not the one picking the sights.
You scamp. Alright, new guy on the team.
Hey.
What are you? Are you a paladin too? No, you're a fighter. Okay. So you've got constant recovery, defender, fighting spirit, and knockdown. What's defender? What? You can engage 3 enemies? Damn! That's really good. I am glad this guy decided randomly to join my party. Well, not randomly, we did have to convince him. One-handed saber. It's a very nice sword. That's a decent shield. And you've got a war bow to go with it. Perfect. Well, welcome to the party, Saint Adair. I don't know how to pronounce your name, man. we're just going to go with that. Alright, so we've got a party of 4 now, which seems...
Alright then. Guess I'll do some sightseeing. As long as you're not the one picking the sights.
I want to check this here basement out. You can change formations too. Check the journal tab of the quest window to see how your biography has developed. Change who goes
Hope
where.
you're not expecting much.
Yeah?
Okay.
All right then.
I don't know how that formation's working out for me. I guess it's better than nothing, but... Hi.
Good day to you.
No, I'm not the other one. Don't worry. Well, I'm definitely a looter. Even from that place I know all about, definitely. Okay. Yeah, I'll find him. Crawling with creatures. Wonderful. Good luck patching yourself up. Alright. Let's do this methodical-like. We got some spiders. You are going to shoot at it with a bow.
How may I help?
Can you shoot lasers out of this? No. But you can shoot lasers, right?
Huh?
Yeah.
Curses!
Wow, that
How may I help?
did not go as planned.
I feel off.
Yeah, no shit. You got poisoned. Don't die. Did not go well. Well,
Of course.
not quite what we were hoping for. Initiate's note. Visitors to the ritual floor, Rectrix Obrica says redemption for even these forgot and struck the largest bell first rather than the second. Poor guy. What's in here? Camping supplies? Don't mind if I do. I think I can only carry up to 4. So I may need to start thinking about getting rid of them. Oh, more spiders. Alright, so we're not going to worry about this arcane assault thing this time. Oh, that looks important.
Yeah?
Shoot for that one.
Huh?
You're going to shoot for that one.
Huh?
I want you to intercept this one because it's closer.
How may I help?
And you... Is this like per day? How often can I use these? It says 4, but I'm not really... Let's try the...
Lava will be on seek.
Okay.
Hey.
Switch over to that, and then go engage with this one.
That doesn't feel right. That doesn't...
There you go, finally.
That doesn't feel right. That doesn't feel right.
Leave it to me!
Well, we got it, all the same. Ruko, feel better, please. Alright. Branded with scorch marks, is it? Oh, good, more spiders.
I'm stuck.
I can see that. How about everybody runs in there? That seems smart.
Yes?
Huh?
That seems like the smartest move, right? Oh dear. One for rest. Well, I don't think we need that quite yet. Mind blades.
Not to alarm you, but I'm slowly kinda stuck over here.
Well, you know, try not to die. You gonna help out, Ruko?
Huh?
Not to alarm you, but I'm slowly dying. Not to alarm you, but I'm slowly dying.
You'll be fine.
I'm stuck.
It's no big deal.
That doesn't feel right. Hmm? That doesn't feel right.
I need to remember to use my Cipher powers. Okay. A wooden box, Jasper, and a letter home. What do we got? Mother, I've asked Brother Edric to carry this letter to you, for he travels to New Heomar come morning. With him goes what coin I have, and I hope it will ease the surprise of an unexpected homecoming. For me to follow in a few days' time. Our village is much changed, and though I do not wish you to worry, I do not feel it is safe to remain. I know Rectrix Oberka will not approve, but the letter trails off here. Interesting. And what was on this table? So they were in the midst of writing a letter when this temple fell. I'm just glad that I have a more full party here. Otherwise, I fear I'd be in more danger and more trouble than I am. Anyway, we're going to continue making our way through this dungeon in the next episode. So until then, is there something back there? Until then, all the best.